up, yo? What's good? What's good? Good morning. Happy. Fuck, what's today? Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. That's why I'm here. What's up, yo? Good morning. Good morning out there. What's good? What's good? What's happening? Fine motherfucking Wednesday. What's up, Jerome? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy. I don't know why that air horn's so quiet, though. Pad's working, just not perfectly. What's going on anyway? Welcome. Welcome to this fine Wednesday edition of BS with Hannas. That's me. What's going on? I call myself Nikki B. Hannas online. You know what I mean? I'm out here just my little morning YouTube talk show type shit. Fucking cold today, dude. The whole premise of this show is I wake up and I take a nice walk. I walk and I ponder, and I'll come in and read some good stuff, and then I'll talk to the people, go lift some weights, and then go to work. A little earlier today, I'm on that week of that side hustle, which is morning work, which means I was up early as shit Monday, early as shit yesterday, and earlier today. Not as intensive today, and I'll be up early as shit tomorrow. I like when it lines up, so it's like a miserable week. Every now and then, the dude who runs this job, he goes away to like snowboarding or something. So when he's away, gives the dog some work. And it's like intense, dude. I'm not a morning person. As much as I respect, as much as I admire and try, quote unquote, try to integrate being a morning person, even doing this, dude, like it's a fucking challenge for me. Left to my own devices, I am not a morning person. I am, in fact, a nocturnal person. And I don't know if that's hardwired into me. I don't know if that's like the way that I am. I don't know if the way that I am. I mean, that opens up the door to all that bullshit. I just am. This is just how I am. I just am. It's just the way I am, man. It's a bunch of garbage sometimes because we can change who the fuck we are. Morning gang, rise up. Yeah, we rising, dude. We rising. It's always been hard for me, man. And I was like, what I was talking about the other day when I was out here at like 5 a.m. It's such a better just way of living. It's a character trait. I know people in my life who I've always known are just morning people. There's they never run the risk of, say you need something or you got a question or, people are accountable to other people. People interact with other people. No shit. So it's like if there's ever that question where it's like, yo, is Billy sleeping right now? Oh, I don't know, Billy. Sometimes Billy just stays in bed. It's like, fuck you, dude. Billy's a bum. You don't want to be that dude. It's some bum ass shit. And part of it for me is just my line of work, running a restaurant. You don't go the restaurant line of work that I'm in. I'm not in it 8 in the morning. We don't got chefs showing up super early to fucking be there to prep things from scratch. It's just a different model. It's a different game, which also introduces the question on a grander, picture. Again, if you're not a morning person or if you like hate mornings, a lot of people are like that. But maybe I just occupy a low vibration level in life. I shouldn't even say a lot of people are like that. It's just the people I'm around because I'm not in that domain. You know, Left to my own devices, I'm sleeping during morning rush hour. But morning rush hour means the whole rest of the world is up fucking in a rush. So I'm behind. I'm behind the wheel. You know, Jerome says 5:30 or 6 every day for the last 15 years. Yeah, dude, God bless you. That's awesome. That's awesome. On that, yeah, working that 6 to 3 schedule at the joint, at the Wawa. Yeah, well, that's good. That's a life skill, bro. And it's one that I struggle with. I'm in my fucking 30s and I struggle with the shit. And it's like there's not there's only rationalization. There's not really a good how you gonna say it's a good thing. Oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Billy's a bum sleeping in till fucking whenever. And I know dudes like that, and I'm still guilty of it, especially on my day off. When I have Sundays off, it's just a struggle every fucking day, which tells me that maybe it's just an area to be zeroed in on and just fucking relentlessly fixed. And who knows what's on the other side of that? That's how a lot of personal problems are, in my experience, at least. In my life, it's the biggest problem for me for a long time was like, up, Nicky's hungover again. He's got that beer in his hand. He just smoked out a little bit. He ain't got no money. And it's just like, well, I should look at that probably and rationally, like an adult, like a motherfucking man, fix the problem. you know, fix that thing that plagues you. There's people I know that just, again, even working in like a burger joint, dude, it's not the high echelons of society. It's not a Fortune 500 company. I like to think I do what I can to push the banner forward and raise the standards a little bit and have a higher energy presence, rally the troops as it is. I like to think that, but who the fuck knows? But when it's like, yep, Billy's late. Billy's late because he can't fucking get up in the morning. And Billy comes in and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry." It's like, "Yeah, you're so sorry, but it happens all the fucking time." And it's not like 5 minutes. Again, we're in the burger world, dude. 5 minutes, whatever, bro. 10 minutes, whatever, dude. 15, all right, like, get it together. Once you get past that, in my view, it's like, all right, it goes from being casual. It's not the end of the world, you know, fucking, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Now it becomes a character thing. Now it becomes a character thing when it's not isolated and it's just whatever. And I guess we let ourselves slide with a lot of bullshit. I think everyone's like that. There's things that we do or thought patterns or behavior patterns, habits. Maybe they're not idealized, maybe they're not perfected. But the question is like, what's permissible? What do you let slide? Like what's all right? Oh, it's not the best, but it's all right. I think we're all guilty of that shit. Personal standards is like the fucking biggest thing because it's going to dictate your character. Cats I know that have just high fucking I don't even know that. There's people, a lot of my fucking homies got high standards. I like to think that I do. But, you find that out in the moment of. You find that out when things fall short. So, just bothers me to know I'm wasting daylight hours of sleep. I wish I could never sleep. Dude, Jerome, you're right, dude. You're fucking right. It happens to me the rare time I like lay down just to chill. Say I get home from work around 4 or 5 and I'm like, I'll just chill for an hour. And that turns into like an hour and a half of like sleeping. The sun was up. It's still the afternoon. It's still daytime. The sun was up. And then I wake back up. I wipe the crust from my eyes. And now the sun's down and it's nighttime again. And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm an idiot, dude. like, this shit is so just low level, just low energy. That's a running gag with my boss and I. We used to say, I hate low energy people. And I should hate's the wrong word. Hate is just being comedic and like, having fun. Bros being bros and shit. But like, it's the same thing as on a Monday. What's up, man? How you doing today? Good morning. Welcome. What can I get for you? Oh, it's a Monday. You fucking low energy pussy. That's what I think, at least. I shouldn't look at this individual in front of me and reduce his personhood or her personhood or their personhood. I shouldn't reduce it into this, but fuck, that shit's contagious, dude. And it's fucking unattractive. In fact, it's repelling. The low energy, fucking just low vibrational. I don't know. I see that shit and I resent it. Why do I resent it so much? Probably because I've demonstrated it and actualized it and lived it many times in my life. Yo, what's up, man? Good morning. Yeah, I'm fucking still drunk, dude. You loser. Get it the fuck together. But whatever. That's what I'm fucking thinking about. Because I was up early. It was still dark as shit when I woke up. Threw that weighted jacket on and fucking bundled up. My phone said 7 degrees when I walked outside my door this morning to walk and ponder. And it's kind of hard to like ponder well when it's below 10 degrees outside. But then I got to think to myself, man, if I was in Michigan, if I was in Minneapolis, it's fucking cold out there, dude. Shit, if it's 8 degrees in Pennsylvania on the East Coast, damn, these motherfuckers got like, that's got to be -5, -10, -15 or lower out there, dude. How about our great 51st state, Canada? Shit, it's cold out there, bull. So what the fuck am I worried about? I should be happy to wake up and, it's dark and I got some work in front of me. I got a day full of good stuff to do. When I'm not bent up, when I'm not tripping, when I'm not irritated, it's like I need to work on that fucking polarity. And that's half the shit I write. That's half the shit I write about in all my songs, man. You know, when everything's all right, it's all good. When everything's all mad, when I'm triggered, it's fucking just a bunch of bullshit. 51 Canada, 52 Greenland. Yeah, that's right. Get a couple new stars on that. Getting a couple new stars on that flag, son. Yeah, I wonder what it is in Greenland, dude. It's like, God, I mean, Arctic's mysterious. Both the Arctic and Antarctic are mysterious places in my view, but I'm not getting into that discussion before 10 a.m. It's way too early for that. It's only 8:04. 8:04 is late to some people, dude. Those days I'm up at 4, it's like I've been up for 4 hours. That's a quarter of most people's full ass day. And it distorts my entire sense of time, bro. Like I did the side job Monday, ended up going to fucking work afterwards at the main job, the burger joint. And it was busy as shit. Everyone's off school, everyone's off work for MLK Day, but when everyone's off, they like to eat, which gives me some work. Means we were busy. I look at my watch, it's like 3 o'clock out of nowhere. I'm like, God damn, dude. Isn't that interesting? You do the right thing, you fucking suffer a little bit in the morning. 'Cause it's only really miserable for the first 20 minutes. That's all. Maybe the first 10. You know, if you're up for fucking an hour and a half, no matter what time you get up, if you're up for a notable portion of time and you're still dragging ass, that seems to be indicative of something worse. Why don't like I don't know. I guess it's like I was saying, maybe I'm just so accustomed to grinding and like if I get up that early, I have to go do something. If I just get up and like sit and drink coffee, I can't be that gentle that early because it fucking puts you back to sleep. It's dark. The world is still sleeping. Even the birds are still sleeping out there. I got to get up and move, which is what I love about like the way I like to spend my mornings. I think getting up and walking, it's not crazy intensive. When you throw that weighted vest on, there's a grind to it. There's like a begrudging, sludgy fucking just, all right, trek, one foot in front of the other, boom, 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 going up a hill. It's not always, it's not difficult, but it fucking works your body. It fucking works your body, dude. My fucking legs are constantly sore. You get that blood flow and get that heart rate up a little bit. Now it's like, even if it's 10 degrees outside, you're warmed up. Once you're warmed up and your blood's flowing right, your brain's fucking receiving what it needs to receive. All right, cool. You're awake now. You're awake now. What'd you say? Got to let it refresh you? Yeah, that cold will refresh you. That's a nice way to put it. That's a nice way to put it. And when I've walked a few miles with some weighted resistance on me, I'm bundled the fuck up. And, it's not even 5 a.m. yet. It's like, dude, my engine is fucking ready to go. The Thumos state is activated, man. And that's real shit. That's real shit. And then from there, if I choose to sit and read, which I like to do, sit and read some good stuff, it's received better. The whole antenna, the signal is clear. There's no distortion or, breakup in the airwaves, metaphorically speaking. Information received, the signal is clear. And then that's good. You work the body a little bit, work the mind a little bit, get them muscles revved up, both metaphorically and literally. And all right, now we contribute to society. We go out and do what we do. We go out and get after it, whatever that actually may be. You know what I mean? Winter is my time. It's a rebirth. Yeah, it's true. Is winter a rebirth or is winter the death? Metaphorically, it's a death, but with metaphorical death comes metaphorical rebirth. I don't love the winter, but I dislike it less than I've disliked it my whole life. Half the reason I really hated the winter my whole life is it's like, man, but if I go to the bar, I can't even go outside to have a cigarette. It's too fucking cold. And if that's your operating condition for why you dislike the winter, pretty good chances you're missing the point. Pretty fucking good chances you're missing the point. I don't love having to warm my car up all like this. I don't love, my gringo self, my fucking hands get cracked and battered and thrashed when it's cold out like this. Ever since I shaved my head, though, I do like how refreshing the cold is on it. You fucking walk outside with a bald dome, and it's just wake the fuck up, kid. And there's a good metaphor for life. There's today's lesson. That's what I'll tell everyone out there on YouTube. Wake the fuck up. Get ready for life. Get after it. You know what I mean? Which is what I got to do. Man. But it feels good. I'm in a good place right now. I got all types of music I'm fucking working on, a whole list of projects for this year. Projects are underway. The gears are starting to shift. So if it's 8 degrees and snowy outside right now by the time it's 85 and sunny. Yeah, man, those seeds that are planted and tended to in the early seasons, once it's fucking crop harvesting time, yeah, buddy, we're gonna fucking have some good work to show for it. Which is just one piece of the puzzle, man. It's just one piece of the massive machine that is living this life, which is what I'm out here fucking thinking about and talking about, man. That's all. But yeah, I think that's what I got for today. Did I have any cool notes? Nah, not really. Nah, sometimes I like to guide this a little bit. Other times I like to just wing it. What'd you say? Oh, I thought you were gonna say rock a baldy. I don't know what that means, bro. I don't know what that means, but you know what? I gotta go, man. I gotta roll. I gotta go tend to a couple things and go lift some weights. Usually I do shoulders on Wednesday. I forgot it was Wednesday. So as I packed my gym bag, it's like, all right, there's the belt, there's the fucking knee sleeves and knee wraps. I guess we're doing squats today. I guess it's a fucking leg day, which is good. Leg day is superior. Don't ever skip leg day. To everybody out there, I like to squat heavy. Sometimes I feel my body just ache. Sometimes it wears on my knees a little bit, but maybe I should just take it easy sometimes. But it's like, motherfucker, I like hovering around 500 pounds. That shit makes you feel good, man. That shit makes you feel good. Back to the character thing, who's the biggest, baddest motherfuckers? People that I think are the baddest motherfuckers, those cats that are up before 5 a.m. and they're fucking hitting 4 plate, 5 plate squats. That's a bad dude right there. So if I can get closer to being that bad dude, shit, I'm on the right path, man. Much better than the wrong path, which is often romanticized, and at least for me, there's a mythos attached to that, doing the wrong thing over and over and over again and rationalizing it, justifying it, kind of making it into some kind of narrative, and hopefully it's helpful in the long run. For me as a music dude, as a metal guy, as a rocker, a roller, whatever, fucking crazy, fucking rockero gringo, whatever. There's a romance to it, but at the end of the day, that's all bullshit too. Because it ain't living your best life. And we know what that means. Even if we hate that saying, live your best life. Yeah, the best life that I've found so far is those days when you're up before the fucking sun, before everybody else, and you're squatting more weight than most other motherfuckers. But that's just me. Maybe that's all ego. Maybe that's all projecting. Maybe it's all just macho machismo bullshit. Don't really know. Don't really care. I'm all about it. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Thanks for hanging out on this fine Wednesday morning with BS with Hannas. Broicism. Yeah, dude. We have to we gotta coin that term. I haven't seen it around. Broicism. I like it. I like it. Is there crazy shit going on in the news? Sure is. What's your squat? Is the world falling apart? Is the world burning? Sure is. What can you bench? I'll leave the deadlift alone because my deadlift isn't that fucking great. You don't want to wheel me around in a wheelchair when I'm 50. Yeah, well, to be honest, I know most of my life I never thought I'd live to 50. So, God willing, I get there. If I fucking keep ripping weights, I feel like the sedentary motherfuckers, the people who don't use their bodies, the people who don't do shit are the ones that end up all crippled and disfigured in semi old age. But who knows? I say that now and I'll fucking probably go get hit by a bus and fall in the river. I'm just kidding. That's a bad manifestation. That's a bad thing to put out into the universe. I'm gonna go out today and get a little stronger. I'm gonna go out today and get a little richer. I'm gonna go out today and get a little better. I'm just gonna be a better motherfucker over the course of today. So thanks for hanging out. A fine episode. Yeah, but Ronnie Coleman did all that. Jerome says, look at Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, but dude, he was on so much juice. Those old cats, man. I mean, I'm not it. That's not what I do. Who knows? You start fucking around with steroids and like body shit like that. I don't know. That's it's unnatural. I can't really get behind that. Even TRT, I can't really completely get behind personally. I heard someone describe all that stuff once, like the hormone optimization and real scientific approach. For one, that's like Frankenstein type shit. I'm kind of adverse to that. That's a little different than protein. You know, that's different than creatine. That's different than a supplement when you're doing the juice. But I'm speaking from a position of not using it, not being that well informed. We all know there's plenty of motherfuckers on the internet slinging testosterone and peptides and whatever, dude. Like, do I want some tea? Of course I want fucking more tea. But like I gotta earn it, I think. I heard someone online describe it as biological usury one time. Usury being the practice of profiting from debt. So it's like if I'm gonna get this biological loan, what are you paying on interest in that? I don't know. I'm just fucking just how I think. But yeah, 20-minute mark is met. I'm out of here. I'm done spiraling for today. A fine Wednesday. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. BS with Hannas on YouTube. Goes out to Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, so on and so forth. You just take Trent and eat cheese puffs. Good luck to you, dude. You want some music? Heavy blues metal. NickyBehannas.com, NickyBehannas.bandcamp.com, Nicky Behannas on all streaming services. You can fucking go to Bandcamp, download the music, listen to it loud, pay what you want. If you're inclined, it's all good in the hood. Fucking, you want to see everything I do creatively, patreon.com/Nicky Behannas for one. Boom. Condensed feed. Keep it real. I'm out. One love. Peace.
Hey, yo!